Hello, everyone. This is Monsef Afkar, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of your divine uniqueness. So, yeah, very happy to have you with us here today, and also very excited that Sarah Massiah is back on the show. I think that the last time she joined us, it was 2020, maybe, or 2021, and she joined us before like several times, and really, I should say, I love the healing work and the activations that she does, and also the messages that she brings, because um, she really she really talks about um, our true power as divine creator, as maybe unique expressions of the one, but or our how to say are coming into awareness and remembering that into this awakening time as humanity. And and also I love how her message is really empowering and how she helps to activate those codes within us um, that really can bring back our true power and those fragments of ourselves that we maybe gave away due to past traumas or experiences or in past lives. So it's like the current time, it's really, how to say, it's like we are bringing all together, like from different incarnations. It's not just here, and the healing, it's really very, very deep. So yeah, so I'm excited that she's here with us, and she is founding member of the Elohim High Council of Light, working closely with Melchizedek, Ascended Masters, and angels. And today's call is about new multidimensional approach to releasing and deprogramming insecurities. So yes, so she will be sharing about that. Also, she will guide us on a meditation, a group meditation about um, releasing insecurities, and also after that, she will do one-on-one scans for live callers. So if you want to talk to her or receive a scan, you can raise your hand by pressing raise hand on Zoom. Raise hand, then no, you click on reactions, then raise hand. Sorry. And if you are on the phone, you can raise your hand by pressing *9. And also you can type your question on the chat boxes on Zoom and or on YouTube. And yeah, so with that, Sarah, welcome back to the show. Happy to have you with us today.
Thank you so much, Monsef, and it's lovely to be back today to talk about a very important topic, which is insecurities. Because in my recent channelings, I'm currently writing book 3, and in my recent channelings, I've got a lot of information on insecurity and how it impacts us on our daily lives. And
Yeah.
it impacts not just our daily lives, but it impacts our connections to others and so many things. So it's great to be here to talk about that and to look at it from a multidimensional approach as well, to look at where we were holding such energies and where they began.
Yeah, yeah, wonderful. And yeah, so that's a powerful subject. And maybe as an introduction, if you can tell our audience about your work and also the golden um the golden keys, right?
Yeah.
That you are working with.
Yes. Well, I started healing many moons ago now, really, on my healing journey myself. I studied many healing modalities, having come from a background in nursing. And yeah, so I started with Akashics and a lot of other energy healing. And along the way, I kept getting that I had to do the Akashics, and I'd kept getting keys come in. And as my journey progressed, I found they were working directly with Creator. Another healer actually helped me to kind of really get to grips with what they were about, and yeah, it's expanded from there. So I now channel with Melchizedek. I've channeled 2 books, and I'm on my third, as I say. The keys work directly with Creator in the Akash. They're held in the Akash, and you're able to travel to have a multi-dimensional view of everything. So we can look at exactly where a detrimental belief or story began, and we can send healing to that point in time. And what we're actually healing is obviously the vibration of an old past not so great episode that's been triggered here. So, we have triggers to many issues, but it may not be the first time round. Obviously, we've experienced that because we're very, very old souls. So the keys really go back as well, further than that. They go back to the inception of the soul. So we may have had contracts with Creator to aid duality of existence to continue. So we go right back to, inception of soul and change. If there are kind of a program running that doesn't serve, we can change it with Creator, all the contracts, and look at where it began.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Sarah. And so back to our subject, which is insecurities. So I would love if you can maybe define that, and also how do we maybe start holding the energetic of insecurities, how we create that.
Yeah, well, insecurities, from my knowledge now, stem from many different areas. So obviously we have fear, shocks, and trauma. All these energies together obviously can cause us to become insecure in some way. So basically, insecurity, stems from probably way back. So we may have had events in time when we've felt totally insecure and unable to cope. So when we look at insecurity, it can be, deep fears, deep trauma that we've had. And so insecurity, it can be defined as a cluster of energies that really, really affect us badly in bodily form. So we have different types of insecurity as well. We have like amassing it. So it builds over lifetime and lifetime, or we can be totally surrounded by certain insecurities, which we'd have to look deeper at. But the main point here is that we have to remember is insecurity doesn't come from just one energy. So we could have shocks that cause insecurity, which we'd look at like a really, really shocking event that made us now become insecure to move forward in some way. It may be in work or, or love. It could be in many aspects or directions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the source can be different, but also how does it affect our life? And is it more just on the emotional level, or does it also affect our physical body?
Yeah, well, it affects actually our physical body as well, because all these, like everything is energy. If we can accept everything in the universe is vibrating matter. So if we're stuck in an energy of insecurity, let's say we're insecurity caused by lack, it really does affect us in form. I have done channeled some bits about how it causes diseases and impinges on health, because to become insecure, one must have suffered a lot of traumatic events and states. And obviously, shocks I've talked about. They're often held deep within insecurities to become a core issue, and it makes insecurity is linked to amassing certain things, and obviously being bereft. If we looked at that, that's a type of insecurity, and it causes hardship if we're bereft, deeply distressed states, and certain energies are drawn to the energy of being bereft, such as we must be in vibrational match, but parasitic invasion's easier if we're all bereft, like we're running the energy of being bereft, for example. So definitely insecurity does lead to a lot of dis-ease or disorder within, depending on from where it stems. So we've talked about bereft, that's another one. We can have we can arouse insecurity, and it can cause like disharmonious growths as well if we're really insecure. For instance, a bunion, it grows around the joints and is energetically, there is always going to be an origin of any dis-ease, not being at ease. So for a growth to exist, there must be a real fear that led to insecurities to arise. It may be a fear passed on down generational lines. We can have a timeline where lots and lots of our relatives, for example, scraping around, they can't make their ends meet. So we would have then generationally taken that as a truth in some way. So it's linked to a lot of which obviously causes beliefs to arise and then insecurity to arise. So I hope that kind of makes sense, Monsef. It can cause many disease states within.
Yeah. So this is why, like, because you mentioned also it can be coming from generational trauma, and also this is why when we walk our healing path, or we try to be more in the heart and transmute all this density, we are also doing healing for our generational line. So it's not only us, but maybe the past, those who are with us, and the future. But still there is a responsibility on others for their own healing as well.
Oh yes, we have to take responsibility for our healing, and we can heal very many souls in the process of it. With my work, often we can heal from other time, places, and spaces for many souls all at once. So if we heal in one story and it's got something, really heavy attached to it, if we release it for one person and change the whole story, we can release it for sometimes up to 100 or more souls at once, or thousands even, depending on how heavy the story is that we're looking at. So absolutely doing the work on ourselves actually can aid others and aid family members. So it's definitely worth having a look at this. And insecurity is a type of fear, as we know. It causes fear within, and fears are linked to many dis-ease states, attracting certain vibrations to us. Fear is linked to kind of attracting viral states from my channeling of my second book. So it's very important that we look at insecurity and different origins of insecurity and where they began. But going back to the generational, parents' beliefs, etc. Oh, you can't buy that. Scraping around for money, we haven't got enough. Obviously, is going to trigger something in the soul that is born there, and it could have come back down a total timeline. So we can look at that and send healing to that, and that would be very important to heal that trigger of I have to scrape around for money. Obviously, it totally impacts on your life and your potentials.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we hear that, we understand the insecurities and how they affect us. Maybe the first thought we have is that we need to heal that as soon as possible, and we try to understand all of it at once. So how do you approach it in a way that's like the clients also can stay centered and connected to the heart and feeling empowered through that process? Because also many times, how to say, so it depends on the person how they react. If the reaction is maybe fear, so they are creating more insecurities, more additional insecurities.
Yeah, so with my work, we don't need to go into huge detail to bring up the trauma, because we don't have to rehash it. We just heal directly with Creator, looking at the absolute starting point of where the fear would have began. And that may be a multidimensional approach to look at actually that started from way back, and and has traveled along many timelines. So we don't have to go into the whole story of it. We'd look at where it began, and working with Creator with the keys within the Akash, it takes the whole original story back, changes it, and then thousands of other stories which would be associated with that, because it would have been the absolute starting point of that story. So we'd hear all other stories to do with that. So the vibration of that fear would then be gone, and we replace it with whatever creator gives us that's highest and best. So it could be joy at starting a new adventure. You know, it could have been like, I can't move, I can't go away, I can't travel, I'm in fear, so I'm insecure, something's bad's going to happen. But we'd heal that, and then creator would always give back the highest and best,
Yeah.
whatever, for that particular soul. So it's obviously individualistic, but obviously everyone listening can aid themselves with insecurity through their own means, like meditating, talking about their issues. I mean, we're talking about healing here, but there are other tools one can use, obviously, to aid themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And also maybe not, I'm not sure if you mentioned that earlier, if because sometimes we take like vows or promises from the past, either in this lifetime and sometimes in previous lifetimes that we are not aware of, and sometimes unconsciously this creates some insecurities that can really slow things down for us. So what's your perspective about that?
Yes, obviously, in previous times, places, and spaces, we would have taken vows and oaths. We may have taken a vow of poverty or an oath, you know, to give all our money away to aid others. Many vows and oaths would be standing in our way of feeling secure. So during our sessions, we'd be looking at that type of thing as well, where actually did, you know, every aspect of insecurity, where did it stem from? And these vows and oaths are energetically like imprinted and stay with us. So we'd clear all imprints of those vows and oaths and send them back to creator and bring back whatever's highest and best, you know, feeling free, being able to move and feeling supported by creator, which is really what insecurity is. It's a feeling of disconnect and feeling, you know, that we're not supported as well. That's why we become, you know, in a fearful state or feeling like we can't move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's how to say. Maybe this is a big theme for many, like feeling not supported. But like you mentioned, like when try to connect with creator, we through the healing process, it really brings like this feeling of support that we are not alone, and also like because sometimes we may feel like a victim to those insecurities.
Yeah.
But in general, this is how we support also others. We share our light, and it's at some point when we do the healing, they activate more of our maybe true power.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, because as we heal ourselves, obviously we step more into a knowing, which is part of ascension, a knowing that we are bigger than this tiny aspect of ourselves here, if that makes sense. So we know as we go forward and forward on the healing journey and become stronger and stronger, and then we can shine our light, and obviously others think, wow, what are they doing? We could do with a bit of that. So obviously as we're healing ourselves and becoming more confident, others, we can aid others to go on the same path that we are. So
Yeah,
insecurities definitely are a huge topic that are involve many other uh, energies that are offshoots, as we've said about. So they're huge, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And yeah, like you mentioned, when we go through our own healing, like we become an example, and also how to say, like from my experience, like naturally we start having more compassion and understanding toward others.
Absolutely.
not, and sure, at some time we need to create boundaries, but at the same time, it becomes a little bit more easier to connect with others than before, and also support them if
Yeah.
they want to.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
absolutely.
And would you like to guide us through the meditation, or is there something else you want to share?
I wouldn't mind sharing just a little discussion about obviously everything's energy in the universe. I channeled
Yeah.
this, and everything is vibrating at different frequencies and rates. And there have been many studies on the vibration of negative words and their effect. The reminder of how plants wither and die that are abused, and how water stagnates and turns murky. Now, we have to imagine tripling such effect when discussing negative emotional responses, words, and deeds that befall us. Because it's tripled actually in human form. And obviously, just thinking about that, those negative words, obviously, again, another form of insecurity. So, by these vibrations, uh, over eons of time build up and have a snowballed effect on form. So vibrations are held within the stories that travel with you. You are not just hearing the story within the Akash, but the vibrational patterning that comes with it. So I think that's worth, a real thought. If it's how we were spoke to, many, of us have experienced not so great words at times, some of us more than others. And this again would lead to total insecurity to be formed. Um, as I say, there are different types of insecurity. Total, amassing it, so it amasses over time. So it also be looking at what types of insecurity, but it's just saying we need to think about how we approach others as well, oneself, because our words are stronger and more powerful than we can ever imagine. And a nasty word could trigger something in another that we have no idea about their history so it's really living through the heart and coming to everything and bringing everything back to love is really what we need to be doing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what you say. Maybe it's more about taking time to come back to the house before, especially when we feel we want to react, or
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
that's very important. So yeah,
Yeah,
thank you very much
yeah,
for sharing that.
yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, again for the meditation, do you feel maybe now it's the best time or toward the
Yeah,
end? No?
yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay,
good time now. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Thank you very much.
So if everyone wants to just sit comfortably and taking a deep breath, Elohim, just want you to imagine now beautiful gold and platinum light coming down from Creator, down and down till it reaches your crown. Imagine this light now traveling down through the body, down and down, till it reaches your feet. Hallelujah. Taking this light now down through new earth, bright earth, gold and platinum earth. Hallelujah. Anchoring you to earth. Imagine this light now traveling back up through earth, up and up, till it reaches your feet. Taking this light up through the body, up and up. Till it reaches the top of your head. And shooting this light up now, through New Earth, and up, past the universe, up and up, till you reach a spot that's right for you, sitting with Creator, in beauty and glory and light. Just imagining now your Melchizedek stepping forward, stepping into the key energy and Elohim. You are surrounded with protection and light. And peace and beauty. Knowing you are one with Creator. Feeling the glory of Creator surround you. So you take a deep breath. To connect to your light, ish is us us, and peace. So take a deep breath. Sending some healing to where you need it now, ish is us us. Aiding you to have compassion for yourself, ish is us. In oneness and in light. Taking deep breath. You feel strength and support from Creator. You feel stress, some insecurities, lift, ish is us us. As Creator sits you in a ball of golden light, Ikiata, ish is us, surrounding you with divine light, connecting you with divine light. As you're surrounded by security now, in this time, place, and space, each is us. At this moment, Creator knowing who you are, Hallelujah, Elohim. As you feel compassion surround you and flow, Ikiata, from Creator, at this time, Hallelujah, Elohim. As you relax, Hallelujah, muscles, Hallelujah, Elohim, in your mind, as you are reminded that you are divine. As you sit in safety and light, connected, supported in light, Hallelujah. Do you remember you're one and divine? As you take a deep breath, as light flows through you, as you sit here, knowing you are loved. Taking a deep breath as you're ready, slowly coming back to that beautiful place we started, above the universe. Knowing you're supported and loved. Slowly and surely, you take a deep breath, beginning, come down through the universe and the Elohim, bringing all that light and compassion for self. Hallelujah. and beauty with you. As you reach the top of your head, slowly taking that light again down through the body, down and down, till it reaches your feet. Taking that light again down through new earth, bright earth, gold and platinum earth, anchoring you back to earth. As that light slowly goes up through new earth, bright earth, gold and platinum earth, through the body to the top of the head. As you sit there for a moment, as you bask in that glory, you sit in a great ball of light, of protection, safety, feeling secure and connected to Creator now, in this moment. Knowing you are loved, connected, as light flows through you and from you now. Grounding you back in light, Elohim. When you're ready, slowly opening your eyes. Hallelujah.
Sorry, Mirva, thank you so much,
No,
Sarah. Yeah, it was relaxing and also bringing the sense of being supported, and I don't know, maybe
lovely.
it's feeling safe or feeling empowered to be who we are. That was also
Yeah.
there. But also expressing ourselves with love instead of reaction. So
Yeah,
yeah,
lovely.
thank you.
It's
Thank you
great.
very much.
Yeah, you're
And yeah, so before we will start taking questions and also doing scans in a little bit. And before
yeah.
that, I would love if you can tell us about the three one-on-one sessions that you are offering. And
Yeah.
for that, everyone, I invite you to visit the page yourdivineuniqueness.com/Sarah, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Sarah, SARAH, where you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page, and the link also on YouTube video description and on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. And there are three sessions. The first one is 90 minutes one-on-one key healing session. The second one is 2 hours and a half one-on-one key healing session. And the third one is 60 minutes one-on-one golden key healing Akashic Records session. So yes, Sarah, I would love if you can tell us what the audience can experience with you.
Yeah. So with the key healing, we're working on deeply transformative energy. So we work on a particular issue that's causing insecurities, which is channeled before the session with the creator. And whatever I get normally coincides with exactly what someone's wanting to work on right now or needs to work on. So obviously we have a lot of layers to work through. But basically, we're going to be looking at the biggest insecurity and the reason for that, and triggers for that. Yeah, so that's basically the key session. So it's 2.5 hours directly working with source in a healing chain, look, key room, healing room with source. So we take all old energy stories back, look at where they stemmed, remove any old contracts right from the beginning of inception of the soul, and send healing there and put back whatever's highest and best for that soul after that. So yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm very grateful to you for offering your support to our audience here. And yeah, and also everyone, I really invite you to sign up to one of these 3 one-on-one sessions. And again, you can find them on the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Sarah, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Sarah, SARAH. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description and on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. And Linda on YouTube, she wrote, "Beautiful Sarah, very loving and calm, supportive energy." That was about the meditation.
Thank you, Linda.
Mona, she wrote, "Lovely, thank you." Don also. Yeah, so let's see. Let's take our first caller. Ganesha, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi.
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 Hi. Hello.
Hi, Ganesha.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good as well, thank you.
Oh, good.
I just wanted to ask if you have any advice for me. I'm not sure exactly how you get your information, or if you need me to give more of a question.
No, I could give some advice. Is it around is it around insecurities? Is it about that? And I can have a tune in for you.
I would say that I have some possibly like physical issues that may be linked to past trauma or something. For example, like digestive issues or insomnia. And if you have any advice for regards to that.
Well, the first thing I'm getting is to kind of work on feeling deeply regretful they're giving me. I don't know if that rings true for you, but deep regrets is what I'm getting. And it's keeping things churning up inside. So and yeah, it's just really looking at a way out, because it's like at the moment you are a bit blocked and can't see a way forward. I don't know if that rings true, but that's what I'm being given. So it would be working through the energy of deep regrets. I'm feeling all churned up about this regret energy, feeling quite strongly around.
Is it mine, or is it like generational, or?
I am getting it yours as, yeah, mainly yours. I'm getting definitely. I'm definitely getting regrets, so that's yeah, what I can give you on that. It stems from, well, we're looking at regrets from a place of insecurity. So regrets, it's about lost security somewhere. Yeah. So I don't know if that rings true for you. I'm definitely getting, if we were to work together, we'd start on regrets, causing like lack of digestion. You can't digest things because you're in the energy of regret.
Do you have any idea when this started, possibly?
Well, I'm feeling like it's a core issue. So it's something that started, it's like held from way back, but there is a story attached about saving others that you couldn't, something around that, and regretting this situation. I don't know if you feel you have to try and
Well, that kind of makes sense. Well, but rationally, I know it's not possible for me to like force. I mean, it's not almost force. It's I can't choose for others. Like I got myself out of my family situation, but and I have many siblings who are and nieces and nephews who are still not in a very good situation. But yeah, I know it's not really possible as much as I want to try. But
yeah. So there is some. It's definitely having a big trigger of regret of. So if you've moved away from a situation, sometimes we can be in a bit of feeling of a loss because of that. I don't know if that's how you're feeling now. A bit of a loss and can't see a bit of a way forward. They're showing me, but it is about regret. They keep bringing me back to it, I'm afraid. So I can regret. It could stem from regretting issues that you've gone through as well, and how you've dealt with stuff. I don't know, but it's definitely linked to regret.
and the way forward would be forgiveness, or what would I do about that?
They're telling me the best way forward is kind of acceptance of the situation.
Acceptance, okay.
Yeah, would be a really great way to move forward, to accept. I know it's hard to accept at times, but the energy of regretting stuff really doesn't serve us well. Causes many emotions to be kind of overflow. So really, if you could try to kind of accept and move forward, because we can't change others' stories, or we can support others, but we can't enforce a change.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, that definitely rings very true.
Yeah, bless you. And so just and sometimes we have to sit with an energy for a while and let that acceptance come through, because we go through a varied amount of emotions when we're trying to accept something. They're telling me to just so let those pass, because they will pass.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. That's very insightful. I never put the two and two together.
Yeah, bless you.
Thank you.
That's okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Ganesha. And also thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And let's see. Carol, can you please unmute yourself? Carol on Zoom.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll come back to her later. Let's see. Katrina, can you please unmute yourself?
Oh, hi, Monsef. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
There we go.
Hi.
Oh, sorry.
Should I go ahead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for me, it's always physical issues. It seems like I'm constantly having some every day of my life. But today it's 2 weeks of freaking virus, which should be gone by now, but it's not moving. I lost the taste. I lost the smell. I'm still coughing. I'm taking tons of syrups and other stuff. So what can you give me just
Bless you,
some
Catherine.
insights about the situation? Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Well, probably work with at the moment stuck with illness. If we were to look at it, or you wanted to do some work for yourself, I'd have a look at being stuck with illness as a topic. Obviously, being stuck with illness causes much insecurity because you can't plan ahead. And I have got a little thing about that to read out, actually, about not being able to plan ahead. But in the records, I would be looking at stuck with illness as a trigger, but I do actually get it is a total viral origin as well. There, Katerina, but yeah, it's about being stuck with it, though, illness, that you'd have to have a look at. And obviously, you've worked through quite a lot of layers, I know, so it would be this layer I'd look at next.
Katrina, can you unmute yourself? I muted you because there was some sound on your mic. On your mic.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I just because I need to travel overseas to see my parents, and then I'm really afraid that how I will bring myself on my feet in a week. What is the entry point for this stuckness?
Okay. Well, I'm getting we'd have to work with this stuck point through it's kind of holding it. This is going on to a totally different topic, but holding it through all aspects of creation. So we'd be collapsing that through all aspects of creation. So it's holding it on multiple layers, Katerina. So we'd be working on collapsing that through, yeah, multiple layers of creation and putting back the obviously movement forward with perfect health. But we know that there are layers of this, but yeah, definitely it's being stuck in it is what I'm very firmly getting. It's like the energy of being stuck.
So today, if I just meditate, would it help on stuckness?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I will do what I can. It's always.
Yeah. Bless you. I'll send you some distant healing as well.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, bless you.
Thank you, Monsef.
Thank you, Katrina. And also thank you, Sarah.
Yeah.
Mona, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Mona.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So you and I had a one-on-one a few weeks back, which was just lovely. It was just wonderful. And I've read the first book and I'm in the middle of your second book. And of course, I feel like I need everything done. So I would like to ask, because I'm curious, what's the next best issue that Creator would have us work on together?
Hold on a second, Mona. Very much so. I'm getting feeling of the energy of feeling deceived in some way. Deceived is what I'm getting. It's like deceived energy we'd be working on. I don't know if that rings true for you, but Yeah. How does that sound, Mona? Does that?
It doesn't ring a bell, but that doesn't mean it's not true.
No.
So-
Okay. If I go a bit deeper, it's like a bit of the energy of feeling shut down as well, shut down and deceived. I don't know.
Yes, that does ring completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the energy we'd work on next. And if I ask about where you're holding it and what type of area it would be, I'm definitely getting it's kind of a core issue. And obviously, if we're shut down and we can't move forward, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
great for our prosperity. So it would be definitely linked to prosperity in some way. This whole and also there is an old story linked to this, which we'd heal. I'm being told. So yeah, it's definitely shut down in a way.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
okay.
I wonder, because after our appointment, I talked to my husband and whatnot. And so is it possible, would you be able to scan him? Because I'd like to purchase a package for him as well. His name's Carl. I don't know if you can do that since he's not in front of the screen.
Yeah, I can. We'd probably look with him at a bit of stress to begin with. Don't know how that sounds, and
Oh yeah, lots of
he
stress.
gets a bit highly het up. We'd look at that type of energy, feeling like he's quite het up a lot of the time. So we'd
I
probably
don't know what
work on
hit up means.
it means like highly or not highly strung. It's different to that. It's like raging, rushing about, can't relax type energy. We'd probably work through.
Okay. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
good for.
Yeah. So yeah, wonderful.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Bless you. That's all right. Thank you, Mona.
Thank you, Mona. And yeah, thank you, Star.
Thanks.
At first, I think it's a feedback from YouTube, from Arietta about the meditation. Goodness, life flows freely into my whole body, my whole being body. The connection was so strong that brought tears, a lot of tears. What a relief. What a freedom. My heart and my whole face. A big smile. Thank you.
Oh, bless you, Arietta. Thank you.
And also question from Linda. She wants a scan to know about where she is insecure.
Right. Okay. Hold on. Well, we'd probably be working a bit on kind of knowing beauty, knowing her own beauty, and inner beauty and outer beauty, because when we feel beautiful inside, our beauty shines out from us. So we'd be definitely working on feeling a bit insecure around her own beauty, really, and really sitting in her own power and knowing that she is a beautiful soul. So insecurity around I'm getting beauty is what we'd work on. Don't know how that sounds for Linda, but definitely yeah, acknowledging that she's a beautiful soul would be where we'd be working.
Yeah, beautiful. So yeah, Linda, I would love to hear your feedback because there is a delay between Zoom and YouTube. Yeah, she wrote beautiful. Yeah. And
Oh, good.
yeah, as you were talking to Mona, I remember that I forgot to ask you about your second book. If you would like to share about this, and then we take more questions.
Yeah. So it was a long time in the coming, my second book, due to different life events and moving. And also I've had to work through every aspect in that book to heal myself, so I can bring it out and make sure that I'm in the best place to offer, sessions for others that are looking to heal themselves from the energy. So really it's channeled with Creator and with Lord Melchizedek, and talks about looking deep within to why we're suffering from different ailments. It talks about how we are incredible beings of light, never ending light. It talks about many issues about how we've been preoccupied with disease on our realm of existence, and tried many things to heal ourselves, which were all outside ourselves. But what we really need to do is, we do need to look outside ourselves, but we also need to we can heal ourselves by looking deep within as well. So it's really about healing ourselves from within is the name of the book, and looking at why disease, the energy behind it, what do we need to heal if we're going on this healing journey. And it's no way to negate any medical advice given. It's to work really, I believe in working alongside medical intervention if it feels right for you, that is, and working with energy to heal ourselves. So it's very much looking at both, or whatever feels right for you, but definitely looking to our past experience or multidimensional experience, going to other realms of existence. If we can kind of get our head around that we may not be just here, we may be much bigger than we can understand. It'll be looking at where things stem from, like we've talked about today. We've talked about insecurity, but obviously there's many other issues, like shocks, as I said, shock, fears. But that's why I thought it would be great to talk about insecurity, because these other energies do need healing as well. But all these energies, as such as fear, shock, everything, it stems, it brings up an insecurity which really does need addressing, because it's behind many disease states. And that's why I've decided to talk about that topic, really, today.
Thank you so much. So the name is Healing from Within and the Golden Keys from Melchizedek, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And it's available on the main platforms, right?
Yes, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, published, or Babea is published with, so
beautiful. Thank you so much.
So,
and let's see, let's take question. Let's go back to Carol. Can you please unmute yourself?
I got it this time.
Oh, well done. Hi, Carol.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Mamsa. Thank you for taking my call. That's definitely a book that I will have to get.
Oh, bless you.
I'm 66, and of course I've accumulated a lot of things, multiple autoimmune issues. And I've been plugging away every day, but working on spreading my light and love to as many as I can and healing myself. But there is an awful lot of, like I said, I've been diagnosed with multiple autoimmune issues. And I was wondering if you could do a body scan and maybe what insecurities that I have built up or at my core that possibly I can work on right now.
Yeah, bless you, Carol. Let me just have a... we'd probably work, or you could do some work on lack of trust, which is obviously is linked to insecurity, because if you don't trust things will ever change, you know.
Yes.
It's that kind of energy I'm getting. So it's about working through the lack of trust. And it's kind of like there's an energy of disconnect from that trust. So it would be really working on reconnecting to trust.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
very disconnected.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it would be stepping more into trust and then allowing things to flow, they're telling me.
Okay. Thank you so much.
That's
Bless
okay.
you.
Bless you. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you, Carol. And also thank you, Sarah.
Thanks.
So there's a question on YouTube from Maria. I would like to know what I should focus on at this moment.
Oh, I'm getting very strongly pinpointing her direction. I hope that helps, but definitely pinpointing a direction. And not being sidetracked. I hope that helps, because it would be about her direction is what I'm getting strongly to work on. And it's kind of floundering energy. It's like flounder. So it would be like working through energies of floundering. Maria, I hope that helps. Floundering. Yeah. So definitely sidetracked and floundering, and looking at your direction. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Yeah. So things can prosper and you can prosper and feel more secure. So I hope that helps, Marie, there.
Yeah, she wrote, thank you. Makes perfect sense.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maria, and thank you, Sarah.
Thanks.
Let's see. Violet, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, thank you so
Hello.
much.
Hi, Violet.
I would like to ask about my toe, specifically the joint, is really very painful and unflexible. It's really painful to walk.
Yeah.
And actually, the whole foot is kind of cramped up, and even the joint where the leg meets the foot. So yes, if you could
Yeah.
tickle in.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's okay. Bless you. I think, Violet, we'd be working on expressing yourself, expression of self.
Okay.
It's kind of stopping you moving forward in some way. Do you find it easy to express what you need and expressing yourself?
Well, I would say that I sometimes have trouble actually moving forward
Yeah.
with the things that I kind of feel called to move forward with. I kind of start second guessing and doubting and self-doubt as well, and kind of questioning everything.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm very strongly getting it's something to do with expression as well, though, of yourself, expressing self. So it's like, hold on a sec. Feels like part of you they're giving me is holding back the whole time. so you're not expressing yourself fully. It's like part of you's holding back. Don't know if that makes
That's what I'm
sense.
well. And what would be a way to move forward with from this?
Yeah. Exercises to reinstate your self-belief. They're telling me, like, self-belief that you're wondrous, they tell me, and it's reinstating that you are wondrous, and so that you're able to move forward in a different way. So it's the way you're it's like expressing yourself, working on knowing how wondrous you are. That makes sense.
Okay.
Well, that's what they're giving me, the word, like knowing how wondrous you are. It's not a word I'd ever use, so
I know.
or often use. So, but it's like, it's kind of that you are wondrous, you are wonderful, and it's like involved with a sense of, I don't know where I'm getting this, but wondrous, like adventure. It's like you're a wondrous soul on an adventure, rather than holding back in some way.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, it makes sense. I will kind of dive into the word as well, explore the word, but it makes a sense to me. The way I'm getting it is that it's a kind of unusual take on life, on things, and I see things that most people miss and don't notice, and things like that. So, yeah. But I will explore the word a bit more. Thank you so much. I see there are other questions. Okay. I'll let you move on to those. Thank you.
Thank you, Violet.
Yeah, thank you, Violet, and thank you so much, Sarah.
Yeah, thanks.
We have phone caller, phone number ending with 358. Can you please unmute yourself?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm on a. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hi. I'm good, thanks.
Maybe you can finally give me the answer I need. I know this has to do with past lives. I have a physical ailment now with my eyesight. And I keep kind of having pictures of past lives and affecting my eyes.
Right.
The last one was where I was told I was in a war. This just happened back in like the 1900s. And I was blinded. And when I came back into this lifetime, I said, I'm going to look through the world through rose-colored glasses. I keep having this image of me being back at this war. So did I ever is that now part of what's happening now in this lifetime with my eyes?
Okay, let me just have a, hold on. I think you keep seeing the war because I'm feeling like at war within.
Okay.
Yeah, so it would be do you feel like sometimes you're always at war with yourself? That's why I think you keep seeing this image, not because you're reliving it or it can follow you in that type of way. I mean, definitely, have you healed that energy of that?
Okay.
Have you done healing around that past experience?
Yeah.
Have you healed that? You have. But I think it's it's a bigger picture than that. It's feeling like at war with yourself, always at war with yourself. I don't know if you question yourself a lot, but it's about feeling always, at war within, they're telling me.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm like frustrated right now because it's almost like I have to learn the lesson to receive, and I'm really like defiant against that right now. And it's actually like a war with me.
Yeah.
And I know what you mean. And I just, for some reason, I can't stop the war, like release it. I don't know why. I don't know what's stopping me from doing that.
Yeah. Ooh, let me ask.
Why am I stopping myself from receiving? And I think it's so bad.
Yeah, bless you.
That's the part I'm not understanding.
Well, I think it could be because it's become again in some ways it's part of what you're creating somewhere else, I'm being told. It's part of what you're creating somewhere else in a kind of another time, place, and space. So it would be asking,
okay.
yeah, creator to kind of collapse that. This what's being created in another time, place, and space, which doesn't serve. So it's like causing a war within. That's what I'm getting.
Oh, do you mean like in this reality, I'm having this issue, but yet every now and then I get this aha moment where my sight like all gets perfect again, and then it goes away. And I'm like, why can't it stay like that? So in another, like you said, another physical part of me, I have the good eyesight, but yet in this reality, I don't. So I'm kind of maybe fighting between the two and trying to get the other one.
Yeah, it's like being at war within, always at war. That's the energy I'd be looking at. Part of what you're creating is this war within yourself. It is coming from within, they tell me, and it's linked to another time, place, and space. Which
a past time or a past? Okay, like in a past life, then.
Yeah, it would be like an energy. Yeah, the vibration of it. It's not happening right now. It's the vibration of it, another time, place, and space. That's kind of it's crossing timelines. They're telling me, they're showing me it's crossing time. It's in your kind of timeline now, and that's why you can't let go of this war energy, because it's like creating a war within. That's what they're telling me. So yeah.
And how do I kind of help myself to either merge the two or do something with them? What could I do?
Right, okay. Well, you'd have to look at healing that aspect of you in that time, place, and space, and bringing it a healing timeline down. But you could address the war within, because it goes deeper than that. It's like a war within yourself, like feeling pulled in two directions. I don't know if that's something you can associate with, but it's like warring with yourself. It could even be about questioning, but I feel like you're pulled in two directions, they're showing me there.
Okay.
So going a bit deeper than that, you could look at allowing things to flow rather than feeling like you have what way to go, like really being pulled. I don't know, that's what they're showing me.
Okay, I know what they mean. I'm not trusting.
Yeah. So
because all of a sudden the word trust, I'm like, okay. And that's right, that's my fault. I mean, I'm just, it's the stubbornness in me coming out.
Oh, bless you. Well, it's not, it's just allowing that trust to come through then. And this would help, if you can relax more, not be pulled in two directions. And it might even, I don't know, I'm getting this, I'm telling you it might even ease some, I don't know if you've been feeling a bit dizzy at times as well, but it might help ease that energy.
Oh, yep. I had a real bad bout about 2 months ago, a vertigo.
Oh, bless you. Yeah.
It calmed down, and every now and then you're right, that's probably was in the middle of everything, and you're right.
Yeah, so it's about, yeah, coming back to center, not being pulled in a lot of two directions I'm getting mainly, and trying to heal this war within.
Okay. So I just have to learn to trust and go with the flow, and what happens that day happens without trying to correct it.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand more now of what I have to do to help myself or heal myself, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bless
Well,
you.
thank you. I mean, it's
That's
very
okay.
insightful, and blessings to you for that, and blessings to Montessette for picking me. So they really wanted me to know the correct information.
Yeah. But that, old stories, let that old story go of the war as well.
Well, I picked an angel card yesterday, and it said, it's up to you. Ask helpful people, but ask clearly.
Oh, bless you.
I got
you
the
did.
answer.
You got the answer. There we are.
And now that it wasn't from that past life, it's a deeper issue, but I have to learn to trust, and I'm just fighting that.
Yeah, you have to learn to trust and not be a war within pulled in two directions.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Thank
Bless
you
you.
very much, and you have healed me in a unique way.
Oh, bless you. Thanks.
Thank you. And thank your team.
Yeah, I will do.
Okay, have a great one. Thank you.
And you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Monica.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Much love. And yeah, so we still have 6 minutes left. Mona, she asks, first, when the possible release date for book 3, and which package should she purchase for her husband?
Right. Okay. Well, my third book's currently in writing, so it's not near publishing yet. It's a work in progress, shall we say? But because I have to work through everything that I'm writing. Well, I don't have to, but I choose to work through every energy. Like I'm offering this to you guys, but I've worked through all the energies in my past book, so I'm working through the energies before I bring the book to volition, because otherwise, I'm talking about something I haven't worked through myself. So we're all still a work in progress, and but yeah, I'd say package B probably, Mona, for your husband right now would be great. Package B.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Mona. Can we take one more question?
Yes, yeah.
So, Deirdre, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, Marcel. Thank you
Hi.
for this opportunity. And hi, Sarah. It is so wonderful to see you again.
And you, Deirdre, to hear you. Bless you.
You did a wonderful healing for me that I'm so unbelievably grateful for.
Oh,
and so
bless
I was
you.
thrilled that Marcel had you on his program.
Oh.
While listening today, what came up was despair right in my center here. And I'm wondering if you can give me some, because I can think of a million things I might have despair about, but could you help maybe pinpoint something about it?
Yeah, absolutely. A sec. I think, Deirdre, I'm getting it's kind of deep-rooted despair, and it's surrounding. It feels like it's surrounding, and I know it sounds a bit generic, but never-ending issues.
That makes sense.
Sorry, bless you. I'll send some healing after. afterwards. But yeah, it just feels like it's on a kind of hilly road of never-ending issues, and that's a bit where the despair is coming from.
Does that mean that I keep looking from one issue after another, or are they like real issues?
Well, some of them are obviously real issues, but it triggers us into this despairing mindset they're giving me, so that you can't kind of part the way forward. It's like not seeing the clear route forward. So it's some of the issues are obviously there, but it's like it's being so caught up in them. They're kind of saying you're just caught up in never ending this journey on this road, it feels like. So it's, yeah, that's what.
Oh, that makes a total sense, Sarah.
Yeah, bless you. So yeah, I'll send some healing after, but it'd be about working, looking at, if we were looking at positive affirmations, or that type of energy, it'd be about looking at, they're telling me to try to start focusing on happy endings to things. So changing the way you see the outcome of things would really help, by taking some time to meditate and looking at situations and changing the ending through affirmations and maybe visual meditation type thing. Deirdre, I don't know if that is something you could perhaps have a go at that.
Yes, I can, Sarah. That's really, really helpful. Thank you.
Bless you. Bless you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Deirdre. Much love. And yeah, also Sarah, thank you so much
Thank you,
for all the
Monse.
supports you shared with our audience today, with our callers, and also the information that you shared earlier on the call. It was very, very inspiring. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Monse. Thanks for having me on again. It's been great.
Yeah, it's always a joy to have you with us. So thank you again. And yeah, so again, everyone, you can sign up for one of the one-on-one sessions that Sarah is offering to us on the page yourdivineuniqueness.com/Sarah, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Sarah, SARAH. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description and on the chat boxes on Zoom and on YouTube. And also you can find her book, her second book, Healing from Within, and the Golden Keys from Melchizedek. And it is available on all platforms, I think, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Balboa Press, I think, right?
Yes, yeah. Thank you, Monse.
Yeah, wonderful. And yeah, so thank you so much, everyone, for co-creating with us this experience today. It's been really powerful. Thank you for those who asked their questions, and also for those who join in on the replay. So yeah, so I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thanks, Monse.
Thank you.
Bye, Sarah. See you soon.
Bye. Yeah.